So this is Inzauto and Mike Murphy. We're here with Camille, what's your last name, sir?
You won't be able to say it. Guermonprez. It's a French. Guermonprez, yeah. It's
okay.
not too bad, not too bad.
And we're checking out Hell Yeah, Wrath of the Dead Rabbit. So we're going to start playing through the game. Mike's going to play through the game. Yep. And we're going to get the lowdown here.
Okay.
So what can you tell us to begin with about Hell Yeah?
Yes. Hell Yeah is Arkedo's last game. We had started with 2 DS games back in the days. It's a 6 years old studio, and we are now approximately 9 to 10, depends on the wind. That's our next game. It's something that for us came after a period of frustration, and we wanted to lash out a little bit, and we did. We had a bit of frustration. We had, for the first time in our history, we had to work for another studio. And usually we do our stuff because I am financing it. The idea of Arkedo is that we pay for our own production, and when the game is done, we see other people. And this great plan fucked up down the road, and so we had to work for other people. And we had some frustration coming up because when you can't do what you want, it goes up. And in the end, we said, okay, next game we're gonna kill monster. We're gonna put blood on the screen. It's gonna be cute and gore and very silly, and you will be able to play as a bum if you want, and let's have fun. And we did it.
All right. So let's get this party started.
So what's the basic premise for the game?
The story is like you're Ash, you're the Prince of Hell. Your father was the King of Hell, and you're supposed to be badass. You know, I mean, it comes with the job description. And unfortunately, a jerk takes a picture of you playing with yourself with a little rubber duck in your bath, and put it on the internet. And as you know, when you have such thing happening, and you can't take a sex step back. Right. The only thing to do is to kill everyone. So that's the idea. So you're quite pissed off, and you start as a lady, as a small rabbit, completely useless, and I'll let you see.
And what are these skull things I'm picking up to start with? Are they like a currency in the game?
Yes, you will be able. It's heavily customization based. I mean, it's a game where there's lots of customization. You can buy lots of faces, lots of drillers, lots of weapons, lots of silly things, even pets, and you pay with money. For the moment, you can't kill those ones, even if they look really ridiculous. That's the point. You have to be frustrated yourself too, in order to be happy when you will get the driller, and the driller is very soon. So we have gone through, we wanted to make a game with huge level, with lots of exploration and stuff like that. We wanted to be very silly, and this we did. I'm quite happy about that.
The first thing that jumps out at me is the art is so vibrant, the colors and all the different, it's just really...
I agree with you.
Where's the inspiration for that?
I mean, first of all, the guy who did that, it's all the art was done by one guy. For the moment it doesn't show, but the game is quite big. For us it's huge. And it was all done by one person. So the inspiration is that we are in France, you know, so just in the middle of Japan and the US. And so, you know, no, it's real. And we have been fed by both during our childhood and stuff like that. So we're standing on those shoulders, and that's why we have a mix of a cartoonish, but also at the same time Japanese manga and stuff like that. It's a mix of two. And one of the things I'm pretty proud is we usually manage to sell our games to Japan. When the kusoge, I mean, usually the Japanese says, okay, gaijin, foreigners, are the people who can't draw. And first, they can't animate, and they have a very bad choice of color. And we are quite happy because sometimes we manage to sell our games to Japan. It's something that's really important for us. We really try to be good in the color palette. It's
I succeeded.
Thank you.
Now, about the way that the game is set up, is it a simple platformer, or are there other elements to it, exploration elements? What could you compare it to?
It's a gore Pokemon when you have to kill them all. It's also it's a metroidvania kind of game.
Okay.
Loads of backtracking. I mean, you have seen there are many places where you can drill now because you don't have a strong enough wheel. but you will later, so you will come back. So we are talking about a huge level, lots of exploration, stuff like that. But we also, okay, now a little bit of action. So now you're in a driller. You're not a little rabbit, and now you can drill everything that you didn't want to do.
So throughout the game, you're collecting items that then open up new areas you can go to and make you stronger.
Yes, make you stronger. Different vehicles, different places, 10 completely different worlds. We worked our ass off.
Vehicles. So I want to hear more about the vehicles.
I can't tell more about that for the moment.
Yeah.
Let's say it's a marketing trick I've been sold, but we have vehicles also.
Okay.
This awesome circular saw blade being one of them.
And look, and you're gonna see your first monster. You know, the little one who taunted you.
Yes.
Make him pay. He's there.
Oh, damn.
How's that feel?
It feels good.
You're mashing the A button.
And oh, nice. He's gone.
So basically, each monster is unique, and you have an almost unique way to kill him. You have 100 monsters and 35 ways to kill them, but we made loads of variation around that.
Very cool.
The general concept of Hell Yeah is how much fun can we have killing a monster? And everything is around that. And so he taunts you all the time, so you're getting frustrated. But the real idea is like, okay, the moment we want not to fuck up is when you kill it.
Right. And Hell Yeah, is Hell Yeah coming to XBLA and PSN?
Yes.
How about
PC.
Steam?
PC, yes.
Are all the monsters that you fight, do you have to do this kind of like button mash to finish them off at the end? Oh, wow.
Subtle, no? Very subtle.
Yes. Wow. Subtlety.
Very subtle.
Lots of subtlety.
It's a bloody video game, okay? I mean, we just wanted to make a video game and be silly and say, okay, we just want to have fun making it.
And considering you're coming to the platforms that you are coming to, what is the price point you're looking at for?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
And how about a release date?
Summer. We finished the game yesterday.
Okay.
It's done. But now he has to go through Sega's hoops, and then after Sega's hoops, he has to go through all the different platform manufacturers' hoops. So add 3-4 months, or maybe 2 or 3, we don't know. For us, the game is done.
But it's ready. The game is ready.
Yes, it is. Should be this summer, I would say July, approximately.
Very cool.
We have changed the handling because we talked a little bit with the Sega, the Sonic team at Sega. We had the chance to discuss with the head of the Sonic team in Japan, and he said that the handling was good for everything except what he calls the stop and go, which is, for the moment, you may have a little bit of issue. Oh, this is Madame Fontaine. She will all be flowing for you. It's a very gross joke in French. It's very gross. You know what a fontaine girl is? You know, and she flows a lot when you make love. Okay. Yeah, it's gross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now you won't see her the same way.
Sonic team.
Yeah, the guy, the head of the Sonic team told us that the inertia that we have when you jump was not good, so we changed it. And this is a build before we changed the stuff. So now it's better. It's better in terms of handling.
I mean, it looks pretty precise as it is now.
Now it's better now. We're perfectionists. We're too small not to be perfectionists. I mean, we can't fuck it up.
Right.
We cannot fuck it up. You missed.
Oh, you missed it. Kill that guy. Monster index. How does the monster index work? How does the monster index work?
We can go there if you want. After you can go to the shop, because this one needs to be shot with missiles. So you have to go in the shop here and get the missiles. And that gives you also an idea of all the different things. You can look up, you know, all the different ways. You can change your face loads of time. You can change your wheel also. There are approximately dozens and dozens and dozens of stuff. You can look like an arse if you want also. A little bit down there. Yeah, there's more. Yeah,
you can ride in a donut instead of a giant saw blade.
Yeah, you can ride in a donut.
Shotgun.
Yes, you have different weapons also. You have too much of everything. I mean, that was the concept. It's like too much of everything in the game. So we try to do that. And that's a third of the customization that you see. It's a third.
Look at that guy right there.
No.
Mash that A button. Mash it. With love.
Oh.
Feeling strong?
Yeah, feeling pretty badass right now.
Yeah, I get the feeling that one of the really important parts is to just feel strong after you've gone through and killed them. Like
It was. I mean, it's really a game to create emotions. It may sound silly, and maybe every good studio does like that, but we realized that at the beginning of this game that we wanted to make a game based on the feelings that we wanted to create for the player. So we made a map of all the different feelings that we wanted him to go through, and we designed the levels based on that. So you have stuff when you get frustrated. For instance, in the beginning, you've got. I mean, you want to go Mario and just jump on the little bugs, you know, and you can't. So how badass are you? I mean, so you're a bit frustrated and you get hurt by little thorns, everything hurts you. And so the idea was to frustrate you, because when you get the wheel, you feel strong. You say, yeah, yes, you know.
I would love to see this conceptual, emotional map. I don't know if that's something that can be made available to the public.
Yeah, maybe we should do it afterwards. Yes, because we really had some places where we wanted the player to feel lost, then exploration and be happy about that. And there are many different gameplays in the game. I mean, mostly it's a platformer, but there are other stuff also. It's a big experience. It's a ride. We wanted to make a ride. We wanted at the end you drop the things there. Wow, that was cool. You know, that's what we wanted to have, to make in terms of feeling.
What's going on here with this quiz of Doom thing? Is this something that pops up constantly throughout the game, or you ask like various questions?
The quiz of Doom, yes. No, this is one of the 35 finish him that we have.
Oh, okay.
So the quiz of Doom, you have 2 times more, and it's gone.
And I see you got like over 9,000 here. Is there? I think I saw another internet meme joke in there. Are those planted throughout the entire game?
Yeah, but that's the good thing is that when you're indie and you're making game on digital, when you can make the joke and have the game out, and the joke is not ruined already. It's still funny.
Yeah.
When you do it in the box, you don't do that, because it can be so bad. You say, okay, oh God, that was funny 6 months ago, but it's gone now, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So we try to do it.
Well, I'm gonna go with the meme answer. I'm gonna go with over 9,000.
Oh, it's what the fuck.
Well, I guess that means I gotta
Shoot him.
shoot him again.
I mean, they were asking for the lifetime of a dead
Yeah.
rabbit.
Yeah, it's true.
Homing carrots, the worst one.
Very nice.
Yes.
That's one dead brain.
So you killed like 4 monsters, 5. Oh no, you did it. Okay. You killed them all. Woo!
Excellent.
And that's it. So this is the level 1. It's the first zone. Each zone is completely different. I mean, here we are in hell, so it's reddish and volcano and stuff like that. The next zone is white and blue. It's completely different.
So you're not just staying in hell the whole time? You're going to different...
We haven't figured out. We don't know.
Maybe different types of hells.
Yes, different types of hell. Exactly.
Cool. That's
Great.
hell yeah. Coming summer 2012. Thanks
Yes.
a ton.
Thank you very much.
We're excited.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, bye.